talking about the relevance of Ramadan because it is the Ramadan that gave birth to the Eid. So without Ramadan, we cannot be celebrating Eid. You understand? So Eid al-Fitr is just a festival to mark the end of the period of Ramadan, usually between 29 days or 30 days consecutively. So at the end of the period, we say that, okay, we need to give thanks to the Almighty Allah for bringing us how far. The relevant is that we started with the Ramadan for a period of 29 or 30 days, you understand? We started with some people, and then we didn't end with some people. Definitely, some people have lost their lives.
Yeah.
Some people are not at peace. Some people have problems. Some people are sick. Some people are in the hospital. You understand? So if God has given you the strength, health, good health, and then you are able to end the period successfully, you need to acknowledge and give thanks to the Almighty Allah for how far you are brought to. And then also to remember your neighbors who are at the hospitals, who are receiving treatment, who are ill, who are in difficulty time, who are in war and all those. You need to use that period to actually pray and ask for God intervention in whatever they are going through. So that's the essence of this particular
celebration. But I understand that the timing is usually tied to the moon. Why is that so?
Yeah, so there is no debate about it. So you see, the Gregorian calendar, we have February sometimes 29 or 30, 29 days, right? Apart from that, we have 30 and 31 days. But in the Islamic calendar, we don't have 31 days. We rather have 29 or 30 days.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so it is the period of counting. So the Holy Prophet said you must sight the moon, or the Christians, the new moon, before you start your fasting. So the day you start the moon, which will be in the evening, the next day mark the first day of Ramadan. So from day one, you start counting down. Okay.
Okay.
So if you get to end, Ramadan is between 29 or 30 days. So there's a likelihood that on the 29th day, you may sight the crescent or the new moon. So if you are likely to sight the moon on the 29th day, then the next day you are going to observe your Eid. But if you don't sight the moon on the 29th, the usual thing is that you must complete the 30 days, because it is usually 29 or 30 days. So the usual thing is that you must complete the 29. That is, if you have not sighted the moon, you complete it and make it 30. Now, after 30, you still have to search and see if you see the moon. If not seeing the moon, automatically the next day will be it, because you cannot do 31st.
Okay.
We don't have something like 31st in the
right.
Islamic calendar. Yes. So there's a bit of argument, but that is the ruling.
Okay.
Yes.
So is that the reason why some people celebrate on different days other than others?
Exactly. So depending on the sighting of the moon, because of geographical differences, you understand? And then sometimes the time differences that we have. Some people may sight it early. So, for example, Ghana, if we are not able to sight it on the 29th, which we have been counting, some people might have sighted it on that particular day
already.
So they can go ahead. You understand?
Okay,
so
and there is no problem.
There is it's not cast in stone. So depending on your location and your geographical and the climate conditions, you observe the counting.
The counting, right.
So if other countries or other jurisdictions have been able to cite it, they can go ahead. But if you have not cited it, and then you can authenticate the authenticity of that particular person, then you can go ahead. So, for example, in Ghana, people in Accra will not see it because of some climatic conditions. Okay.
Yeah.
But if people, Muslims in Kumasi or even Techiman or any other part of Ghana cite it, then we can go ahead and celebrate, because it is within the same jurisdiction.
The same jurisdiction. All right.
Yes.
Okay. And some of the activities, the main activity is a prayer, right?
The most important one. Of it. So they are saying that even if you are sick and then you are not on a serious condition, just try and even go and sit there. Even if you are not going to take part, just go and sit and be part of the blessing.
Part of that. Okay.
You understand? Yes. So in Islam, Muslim women, when they are menstruating, they are not supposed to observe prayers. But they're saying that this particular period, just go there and then don't go to the mosque. Just go and be part of the premise. Just go and be around the premises and be part of the blessing. That is the relevance of this particular thing. Then after the prayers, then the merrymaking begins. But the whole prophet also admonished that you must actually celebrate in modesty. In modesty in such a way that when you are celebrating, remember your neighbor. Maybe your neighbor slept overnight without any food.
Yeah.
Or
hello?
Neighbor who cannot afford. So usually we are looking at the needy and then the poor. So if you are able to prepare something small, remember your door neighbor who have not been able to get something to eat. Then you share with the person. That is the essence of it. That is the relevance of it. And then you also encourage visiting each other, visiting families, visiting neighbors, trying to exchange pleasantries, and then try to bond and foster that bond of unity among your neighbors and your community.
Okay, right.
So as part of it, you realize that in Ghana, you see Muslims and Christians, we do a lot of things in common.
Together, yes.
You understand? Today we are enjoying the holiday. It's not only Muslims. Christians are not allowed to go to work because, so if you say you are a Christian, you are not celebrating Eid, invariably you are celebrating because you are actually benefiting from
observing
the holiday.
Yeah.
You understand?
But typically, how can somebody who is not, and that's my final question to you, how can somebody who is not a Muslim celebrate their holiday with you? I mean, their Eid with you guys.
If you've observed the period of Ramadan, you see that there's something we call iftar.
Yeah,
iftar is a meal you take when you want to break the fast in the evening. And mostly you see sometimes even Muslims, Christians donating to the Muslim community. That is the essence and that's the relevance. Okay, so if you are doing that, you are part of the process, even though you are not fasting in the real sense, but you are helping the Muslim brother or sister to be able to fast and break the fast. Now, coming to the Eid itself, Christians can actually prepare food, you understand, and serve the Muslim community around. That is part of. So it's not necessarily Muslims preparing food and serving
others.
The other way around. Or you can just organize some mini party, bring all the community together. If you are a Christian, that is a way of showing that kind of coexistence. Yes. So that is how Christians can be part of it. Right. Or you can send the person a message, call the person, I wish you Eid. That is part of it.
Okay. Right. Azuri, thank you very much for your time. And I know that the day has just begun for you. Some more activities. I'll be looking forward to my Zongo rice as well. But I'm really grateful that you joined me this morning. All right. I wish you the best. All right. Okay. All right. So that was Azure Imoro Abdulai. He is a Muslim and he joined us this morning telling us about Eid and the celebration itself, what exactly goes into all of that. And he shared quite a number of things with us this morning. But that's how we wrap up today on our special holiday edition of the Business Breakfast on Z. We're back again on Monday for another holiday edition because Monday is also a holiday. And I know you like holidays. Make sure you spend it with us right here on the Business Breakfast on Z. We'll start at exactly 8 a.m. on Monday. So please don't miss it. We'll have very important conversations coming up. My name is Nitrebi Hammond, but today my name is Rafik. Until we meet again on Monday, take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of the holiday. Up next is The Brighter Side with Jeremy Okoria Marco. Bye-bye.